Now, right now, Dollar Tree has lots of different Easter signs out, like this hippity hoppity rabbit, or this happy Easter rabbit, or bunny crossings. And I've had these signs for a while, and I've decided, you know what, it is time to put them to good use. I'm going to be making several signs with these pieces, but for this project, I'm only going to be using carrots from 3 of the signs. And the first thing that I did was carefully disassemble each of the signs because I want to be very careful so I can have each of these pieces for different projects. And like I said, I'm only going to be using the carrot for this one. Now, once I had the signs all disassembled, I took the carrots and removed the bows from each of them. I also wanted to sand them down a bit. I want to make sure that the edges are nice and smooth. So I used my little hand sander and I sanded down all of the rough edges of the carrots, both the front and the back, as well as all the way around the sides. Next, I came back with some Deco Art Americana acrylic paint, and this is in the color Burnt Orange. This is what I'm going to be using for the carrots. I made sure to get the front as well as all of the sides. I didn't worry about the top portion. I'm going to paint that green a little bit later, so I just wanted to make sure all 3 of the carrots were painted the same color, which is the burnt orange, on the front as well as the sides. When I sanded down the words and the lettering, the paper on the front of the carrots, I wasn't sure if I was going to use this side, but the orange paint covered it up well enough that this was perfect because on the back of the signs it had holes, so the front was the best part to use. And once the burnt orange was dry, I came back with Marsh green paint. Now I'm using this on the top of the carrot. So where the green would be anyway, that was what I painted green. And I do know we're getting close to Easter, so hopefully you will be able to find these signs at the Dollar Tree. They also have the larger carrots. You could do this with that as well, but once I have all of my carrots painted, then I'm going to be putting them onto another Dollar Tree piece. And with all of the prices seeming to be going up at Dollar Tree in the next couple of days, if this is a project you'd like to make, you may want to get to your Dollar Tree before March 29th to find these pieces at a lower price. I don't know if all of their wood signs are going to change, but it seems like a lot of the pieces at Dollar Tree are going to be going up just a little bit. Now, once I had all of the green painted on the carrots, I did come back with some folk art antique white paint. And using a 1-inch chip brush, I lightly brushed some of that cream colored paint onto the carrots. I did also go ahead and do the top portion of the carrots as well. Now here's the sign that's going to be the background for my carrots. And I got this at Dollar Tree last year. I really wanted to use that cork, but I just didn't get time to use it. So I'm going to be using the back of this tag. It's like a tag. I know they have these at Dollar Tree right now. And the reason I picked out this sign was because of the raw wood, because I'm going to be using some stain. This is a gel stain from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to wipe that onto my sign. I put a little bit of the gel stain on, and then using an old rag, I just rubbed the stain into the sign. I did make sure to get the sides, the top and bottom as well. And the gel stain that I'm using, like I said, it did come from Hobby Lobby. This is really affordable. I believe it's either 69 cents or 99 cents. I can't remember, but this is in the color maple. And by rubbing the stain on, it makes it so that it dries a lot faster. If you don't have gel stain, you could also use just regular stain. Now, after I let that dry for a little bit, I did come back with some more of that antique white paint, and using a larger chip brush, I lightly brushed the cream color paint or antique white onto the tag or sign. By going back and forth across the stained surface, I was trying to get more of an aged look to this and making it look older than something that I just recently stained. And I know it's really hard to see much of the staining now because I've got it covered with all of the cream colored paint. And I did decide to have a little bit darker of a color coming through, so I came back with some burnt umber paint. First I went side to side, and then I came back and went up and down across the tag. Again, I was trying to use just a little bit of the paint, so it's more of a dry brush style. And I came back with, again, the antique white paint just to kind of blend the burnt umber paint back into the background of the tag. I like the layers of painting like this because it almost gives it a plaid appearance, and I thought that gave it a really rustic farmhouse appeal. Now, one thing that I'm going to add to this is a washer. So I have washers that I got from Amazon. They're different size washers, and I want to make this washer look old and kind of rusted and have different layers of paint that's coming off of it. So I took some of that burnt orange paint and I took that along with another orange, kind of a lighter orange, and I just dabbed that onto the washer. On some areas of the washer, I added a little bit more paint or different colors of paint, and then I set it off to dry. And while the washer was drying, I wanted to add a little bit more to my carrots, so I got a Sharpie marker and I just drew some lines with dots in between around the outer edge of each of the carrots. So my pattern was a line, 3 dots, then a line, then 3 dots, then a line. And I just continued that on all 3 of the carrots, just the outline. Then I took that same cream color paint, added some water, and using a fan brush, I just kind of flicked it onto the carrots. By adding a little bit of water, it makes the paint a lot thinner. So just by using my index finger and tapping the paintbrush, it's going to give those little dots that appear. I also did it on the background sign, the tag, as well as the washer. Then I used hot glue to secure the washer to the top of my sign. Now, if you're going to be doing this, I would recommend not using hot glue, but use something more permanent like E6000. And using my hot glue gun, I did secure each of the carrots onto the tag. So 2 in the back and 1 in the front. Next, I made a simple bow out of a strip of fabric that I had because I didn't have any ribbon. So if you don't have any ribbon to do a bow, you can always take fabric, cut it into a strip that would be like the size of the ribbon you wanted to use, and you can make a bow that way. After deciding how long I wanted the tails of the bow to be, then I did add a dove's tail by folding the tail and cutting off the corner. And I repeated this process on both ends of my bow. I decided I wanted the bow to go onto the carrot bundle, so I secured it with hot glue to the center carrot, and then I used hot glue on the tails to kind of ruffle it up so it looks like they're raised up a little bit on the edge of the outer carrots. Next, I used the original twine that was on this tag, and I just put it back in place on the top of the sign. Now, I was having a little bit of a problem because the washer had come off. This is why I would really encourage you to use a craft glue like E6000 or B7000 to secure that washer in place. The hot glue will not hold it. And once I had that twine in place on the top of the tag, I did use a little bit of hot glue to secure that knot to the front because that was where I wanted it to be. And I wanted to make sure that twine hanger was going to stay in the position I wanted it to be. So I did use some hot glue on the back to keep the twine in place. And I know that was a lot of steps to do to make a sign, but I really like how this turned out. This is actually a pretty easy project. Yes, there are a lot of steps, but I'm very happy with how this turned out. I think it looks really nice. I don't think it looks like something that came from Dollar Tree, and I'm really excited to use this in my decorating this spring. I really do like all of the different layers of the paint that are on the background or the tag of this sign, and the carrots, having them layered definitely gives it a higher end look. It's not just a flat printed sign, and because I like farmhouse decor and rustic decor, I think this fits into mine perfectly. Hopefully I've inspired you to make something new for your Easter decorating this year. And if you enjoyed this video, I've got lots more. So go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the bell notification if you'd like to know when I have new videos coming out. I have new videos each and every week, and I would love to share them with you. Thanks so much for watching, and happy crafting!